Oh, hit your light over there when you get a chance. All right, we are live. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. Scared me. I was like, why is it doing that?
What is it?
Filler.
Oh. Okay. My ears are backwards.
Well, it scared me because I'm like, wait, it shouldn't be doing that. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Oh, man, that's a good song, too.
Sorry, the rest of the Good morning, Marty.
It's time for Today in Yuma with Jennifer Blackwell and Teresa Straub. You can listen to Today in Yuma weekdays from 9 to 10 a.m. on Z93 and Outlaw Country. Opinions expressed herein are not necessarily those of station management. Feel free to give Jennifer and Teresa a call at 782-4321.
Thank you for finally popping
and
up.
Now, Today in Yuma.
No. Did you pick up the cookies?
No, I didn't.
They're
It was
still out there?
dark. Yeah. The chickens will eat them. No, I'm kidding. I'll pick them up later.
Ew.
Because I'm going to have to scrape them.
Yeah, I could not get them. Yeah. All right, here we go.
Welcome to Today in Yuma. I'm Jennifer Blackwell.
And I'm Teresa Straub.
Thank you for joining us on this beautiful Thursday morning on Z93 and Outlaw Country.
Yes, that's if you're listening on the radio, but you can always watch us on the Eddie's Food and Drink Facebook Live feed.
And make sure you check out their website, eddiesfoodanddrink.com, and follow them on Facebook and Instagram to find out what they have going on. It's Thursday, so they have salsa lessons tonight on the North Dance Floor. That's from 7:30 until 8:30 p.m.
All right.
All right, lots going on.
Tomorrow is Blue Fire, right?
Yep, Blue Fire Revival tomorrow. That will be in the North Plaza area starting at 9 p.m.
All right. Don't forget, they are a family-friendly restaurant. They have plenty of options.
Yes, they do. All right, we have a heat warning in effect through 8 o'clock tomorrow evening.
We do.
And we did, yes, for those of you who got tired of seeing them, we wanted to show the follow-through on our experiment of baking cookies
Yes.
on a vehicle dashboard,
Which worked.
also on a sidewalk, and
Yes.
asphalt.
Yes.
Neither the last two did not work.
I thought it was funny because when we messed with the egg a couple weeks ago, not only was it stinky, people were like, "Yeah, put it on the sidewalk." Well, so we put the cookies on the sidewalk and we tried it on the asphalt. We cannot get them up.
No,
They didn't fare so well with the baking part of it, so they pretty much melted into the concrete and sidewalk.
It might involve a pressure washing,
Maybe.
but that's better than having to pressure wash eggs.
And the smell. They smelled much better than
Yes.
those eggs.
And no, it didn't. Baking in the car didn't really give it that fresh baked cookie smell.
I wish.
So, I mean, but there was really no smell at all.
Yeah.
However, because they were in my vehicle, I left, about 2 o'clock yesterday?
Okay, this was funny too because I was like, "You're gonna drive." She wanted to follow through with this, and I was like, "You're gonna drive with these cookies on your dashboard?" She goes, "Yeah." I go, "But you need air conditioner. She goes, no, I'll drive home without air conditioner. No.
I had the air on.
I thought so.
It was
Okay.
good. It was good. They were still using the sun to continue baking. However, best laid plans, when I pulled out of the parking lot onto Avenue B, my cookie tray went sliding across. And fortunately, the sugar cookies did not adhere, but the chocolate chips did.
Oh, did they?
So, but I also did not want to grab it. It was sliding because it had been sitting in the heat for
hot.
3 hours.
It's hot.
117 outside. I did not want to grab that.
Yeah.
So when I got to a traffic light, I went ahead and used napkins, picked it up safely,
Yes.
and nestled it into the front seat.
So how long did you leave them out in the car?
They were out there a total of 2 hours and 45 minutes.
When you got home?
Yeah.
So that was quite a long time.
It was. And the bottom, I had to kind of chisel them up a little bit.
Yeah.
With a spatula.
Yeah.
It did get a little bit of crust on the bottom. My husband did eat one later. He goes, "Are you going to make me eat one?" I go, "No, you don't have to." He goes, "No." Later he goes, "Really, I will eat one for you." And he said they do not taste cooked in the middle.
Yeah.
But they still tasted good because it was cookie dough.
Cookie dough.
And a slight little crunch
So
on the
half
bottom.
cooked.
Yeah.
Half cooked. Well,
I mean, that's it.
I'm glad that he got the ones that were on the tray because Eli tried the one on the sidewalk.
Teresa got a video after I'd left. She picked up her son, and he goes, "Oh, that tastes good." So she sent it to a few of us, and we're like, "Who said that?" I knew it was Eli right away.
Well, I forgot to check them when I left, and so before I went to the grocery store, we stopped, and he's like, "What are we doing?" I go, "There's cookies on the ground." He goes, "Can I eat them?" I said, "No, they're on the ground." We were, and I told him what we were doing, and so when we pull up, he gets out to check them with me, and they did not cook at all. They were just melted dough.
Foodie, I was going to ask her for an update, and she said they were just blobby.
Yeah, they were just blobby. That's a good word for them. But when I was kind of trying to lift them to check it, he goes, "It's not too bad." And like, what? Why did you eat that? He ate the ones on the concrete. I'm like, "You don't know what's been on that." He goes, "I ate it off the top," and I was like, "Okay."
But you don't know what flew over it.
No. That's a 15-year-old boy for you, though.
Hey,
yeah.
Asking for a friend, can chickens eat cookies on the sidewalk?
It's only 3 ingredients, right?
Well, for the sugar cookies.
Well, okay, 4 for the.
Oh, for the actual chocolate chip?
I didn't see him out there even trying.
Well, there's egg in that one, so that is that some kind of cannibalism? I don't know.
Probably.
Okay.
I don't see him eating. We will pick it up.
Well, that might be our last experiment for a while, unless there's anything else you want us to cook. But
I should have kept the biscuits from the other day. That we could have tried to cook the biscuits.
Could have.
Yeah.
Jeff Bird says cookies, and Steve LeGros, our retired firefighter friend, did get inspired, and he made chocolate chip cookies in the oven yesterday.
Well, there is dough left in the fridge, so I'm expecting maybe to have some chocolate chip cookies.
Okay. Well, I mean, if they want to, we don't have an oven here.
We don't.
We rely on the sun.
I could take them home.
Yeah, I think you can do that. I think that'd be a fun little project.
I think so too.
All right, well, joining us here in a little bit, he's going to be here for a good part of the show. We have Acting City Administrator Jay Simonton with the City of Yuma.
We do.
We've had some people inquire about all these road projects. It's so much to the point where I'm like, I can't keep them straight. So what do? I defer to the agency that has a better understanding of the projects.
Yes.
So Jay's going to join us and talk about that. And then at the end, we're going to squeeze in Lora Dana, Alyssa O'Donnell, and Julie Nolder. They're with Country Club RV, and it's the end of an era. So
it is.
We're going to have Lora specifically share some kind of thoughts and memories about her journey through the...
She's been in the industry for a long time.
She has for quite some time. We're going to have them share some details with us about an auction coming up this weekend.
All right, sounds good.
Today is August 7th. It is National Pickleball Day.
Okay. Oh, it already has a day.
It does. It does. It's National Whataburger Day.
I like Whataburger.
National CBD Day.
Always good.
National Frozen Custard Day. Oh, Cindy says s'mores, anyone?
Oh. We could probably do that. Easy.
Yeah.
It might be messy, but yeah.
Sorry, that's not a national day.
No, but that sounds good.
Okay, somebody remind us later.
Frozen custard sounds good too, especially right now.
It's also National Sneak Some Zucchini on Your Neighbor's Porch Day. We do that twice a year.
I haven't tried that yet.
I haven't had any of my neighbors.
I don't know why we would do that, and they would probably look at me weird or just laugh.
I think we looked it up. It's for these communities where they have an abundance of those spring and summer vegetables. Because growing up, it was the same way. It was like, here, please take some of these cucumbers.
I could have some growing in my front yard. Remember? I haven't seen anything. I see the leaves. I know it's some kind of squash. I don't know what kind.
Maybe. It's also National Mochi Day. Global Sleep Under the Stars Night.
Not tonight.
They might not live in Yuma.
No, they don't live in Yuma.
With that overnight cool down to 88.
No.
And National Dollar Day.
Oh, okay. Love it.
So, yes.
Oh, National Happiness Happens Day.
Oh,
That's the last one on your
yes.
list.
That is nice.
I like it.
We like happiness.
Yes.
Yeah. Hector, Peeps, s'mores. No.
No.
We don't want the Peeps.
He's the only one here that likes Peeps, and he said he uses the Peeps to make s'mores. I go, doesn't it stink? He goes, no. I think we might have just overcooked the
That's
Peep.
what it was.
But either way, yeah,
It's probably like 15 seconds in the microwave.
he is the one that eats all the Peeps in the store. We do not touch those things.
Okay, s'mores. It will be s'mores. I'll look at the forecast,
Okay.
and maybe next week.
He said that it's nice making s'mores out of the Peeps because the sugar on the outside gives them a nice little crispy. Yeah, no.
No. Ugh. All right. How about some birthdays? These Poor Behavior birthday shout-outs are brought to you from Poor Behavior. And don't forget they have Tiki Tuesday and Whiskey Flights, and they have that amazing sampler platter if you want to try that too. Stop by. They're open at 3 o'clock today, and tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday, they open at 11 a.m. so you can enjoy lunch too. They're located next to Harley Davidson.
Yes.
Celebrating today, we have Dawn Remy.
First one on my list, I see her on your list as well, but the first one I have here is the beautiful Mari Duran. Happy birthday.
We also have Nathan Johnson today.
We also have Tara Taylor. Happy birthday.
Hilda Porches Ripier celebrating today.
Larry Bones Jones. I know you probably haven't heard that in a long time. That's how I remember him growing up. Larry Jones, happy birthday.
Cora Romina is celebrating today as well.
Our show friend Howard Blitz is celebrating.
And Howard will be joining us, is it on Monday?
Yes.
To talk about the Freedom Library. We're giving you a little bit of a head start. They need auction items for their event in September. If you have something you'd like to donate, gather that stuff up and contact Howard.
Yes.
Also celebrating today, we have Dottie Burner.
That's all I have on my list.
Get those birthdays in because on Monday we will do a drawing from this week's local birthdays, and one person will win a $50 gift card from Poor Behavior. How do they send those in, Teresa?
There is multiple ways. One of the easiest ways is by going to monstermediayuma.com. Click on the Today in Yuma tab. Look for that Poor Behavior cupcake. Fill that entry form out. It goes directly to our inbox. You can always send us a message on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or X. Most people know how to find us, and all of those methods do work, but there is perks to sending in those birthdays, anniversaries, work-anniversaries, milestones. What's that perk?
You might win.
What are they going to
A
win?
$50 gift card from Poor Behavior.
That is an awesome prize. And we do that drawing every single Monday. We take all of the previous week's birthdays and put them in our little box and do that drawing. So for a list of complete contest rules, just go to monstermediayuma.com.
And when you're there, visit the contest page.
Yes.
Also check out DJ Hector B's 90s at Noon page.
Yes.
Because he's got some cool stuff coming up as well.
Foodielicious Janice does as well.
She will be doing her drawing tomorrow. So get those entries in. Enter as often as you like.
All right. Lots of stuff going
Yeah,
on.
and tomorrow will be Catcher Friday.
It will.
So get those pet photos ready to go.
All right.
Are we ready for a break?
We got a weird overcast. Did you see last night? I'm sorry. It just took me by surprise because it was bright and sunny and now it's got a weird overcast. Did you see last night between 8 o'clock and 11 o'clock?
That's hilarious. Like, I'm awake.
Oh, yeah. Well, I saw it at 8 o'clock, and so I looked at the forecast, and we had like a 38% chance of rain.
We had a 25% chance one day last week. Not a cloud anywhere. I'm like, what? So I flipped to another app. There was nothing on it.
No, both. I always check multiple apps because you never know. And I was looking, and I looked outside, and I'm like, really? I didn't see nothing. I don't think anything happened. My car is still partially.
If you want to know what the back of my eyeballs or my eyelids look like,
It was your eyeballs?
yeah, my eyelids for sure. I can tell you. It was dark. Today in Yuma is brought to you by our awesome sponsors, like our wonderful guests. We have the best sponsors in town, like Quick Refrigeration. Tomorrow will be Free Filter Friday over at their shop at 190 West 10th Street. All you need to do is swing by and give them the dimensions for your air filter, and they will give you a brand new standard 1-inch air filter for free over at Quick Refrigeration.
And Ed Whitehead's Tire Pros. Ed Whitehead's Tire Pros is a family-owned and operated automotive center. They are They're big in offering the highest level of service to their customers. Just visit edwhitehedstilepros.com for details.
And our friends over at Yuma and Nelson invite those contractors and home builders to come on over to their location. They're on Pacific Avenue across from Yuma Palms. They were founded in 1978, and their staff has well over 100 years of knowledge. They work with you to do things right, well, one project at a time at Yuma and Nelson.
And Neverlow Smoke and Vape Lounge at 2760 South 4th Avenue. They are Yuma's best vape lounge because they carry vaping products and accessories that you cannot find anywhere else. I encourage you to follow Neverlow Smoke and Vape Lounge and Neverlow Glass Gallery on social media, on Facebook. They are constantly getting in new products and things like that, and they are posting them right there for everyone to see. And a lot of these products, they go so fast.
And you can't get them anywhere else.
And you can't get them anywhere else. So I encourage you follow Neverlow Smoke and Vape Lounge and Neverlow Glass Gallery on social media.
We'll be back after the break with Acting City Administrator Jay Simonton on Z93 and Outlaw Country. Hi, Eli.
What, Eli?
Yours. You said hi.
Huh?
Pops up on my feet. Come on in.
There's no way.
I'm seeing it. That's the profile.
Hello, Yuma.
He
Which
better
chair?
not be.
You want the far left or the center chair? Does it matter where you put them?
It doesn't matter.
Okay. Before we had our lights, the corner was always the best spot.
Remember our early bird weekday specials from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m.
Right in the middle there.
Don't forget
Good lighting.
Our happy hour from 12 to close. The Broken Hill Cafe
I
in
know what
Yuma
he's
is
saying.
open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. and
I'm going
Saturdays
to get a
and
sec.
Sundays
Turn the
are
camera
open till
towards the
3.
window just a little
Broken
bit.
Hill
We're
Cafe
gonna, there you go. Now he's
We'll be
centered more.
expecting you.
Everything is on sale for one day only at your
Bless you,
local
Kimmy. Good
Cal
morning.
Lounge.
Bless you,
This Saturday, start
Kimmy.
your
J-Worm,
shopping
we just need to
weekend
schedule you on a Friday.
for
Yeah.
Or whenever.
10% off all clothing,
Can't
footwear,
be.
and
Let me
clothing
see.
accessories
Next
from
Friday,
your
Bernice is
favorite
coming in.
brands like
Okay.
Carhartt, Wrangler,
J-Worm,
Ariat,
just message me and tell me when you're available and give yourself like a few days so that you can get a 90s playlist
Grab all your
together.
fall,
At least
autumn, and
15
camping
songs
gear
because there are
with
such
savings on
varied
photo
lengths and
and
stuff like
school
that.
bags. Upgrade your outdoor
That way we have
oasis with
backups
Power Tool
if some are not
and
appropriate.
I'm excited for it because he's gonna have a good
replenish your
playlist.
animal feed and pet food, plus
Want to be a DJ for a day?
10% off.
That's okay. I used to do that in college, but it's been a long, long time.
For up to 20%
All
off
90s music.
this Saturday.
Yes.
So people, when they're putting these playlists together, every time we're like, I forgot about that song. I
Right.
forgot about that one.
And different people like different things, so that's when it's like, oh, now we have it in our library. Kimmy, you
Oh
two-
my gosh.
I was gonna say they can come together, but no. I don't trust them two together.
No.
Kimmy, you can come by yourself.
He goes 1,500 songs.
No.
Got it.
That was the mistake yesterday with the transportation text.
One of the
The
school,
school
districts
districts.
were advising about the temperatures when they're around 115. It said 1,500 degrees, and then they sent out a correction.
Real quick, they
Right,
sent
right.
out their
The
correction.
feels like.
Yeah.
She sent it
One
to me.
extra zero
She
makes a
goes,
big
do you
difference."
notice the typo? And right within 2 seconds, I go, yeah.
She goes, that's really hot.
Yeah.
What's the busiest day for a chiropractor? It's Throwback Thursday.
Oh, gosh.
Brian's busy.
He is. For reals though, Kimmy.
Kimmy, even if you can't come in, send us your playlist.
No, but come in and bring the
know
baby.
we would like her. Yeah, I don't trust you together.
I don't.
She goes, we'd be in high demand.
Are you stuck at home on a Sunday night? Come to Fantastic.
That's a very 90s reference.
It is.
If you can name it, we got it. If we don't got it, we can
That's
get
why
it. Your
I
special
wouldn't put them on the
orders
air together.
always
We need
have
a
something
4-minute
going on
delay.
at Fantastic Comics and Games. And we'll board 'em for you.
All right, we got 10 seconds.
Is located at 850 West 32nd Street. Suite number 1. Check our schedule on Facebook for nightly games. That's FanQuest Comics and Games. No more boredom for you.
All right, here we go.
It's Today in Yuma. You can also watch what Jennifer and Teresa are doing right now.
This is a family show.
Here we go.
Welcome back to Today in Yuma. I'm Jennifer.
And I'm Teresa.
There's another day we do need to recognize today. It is also Purple Heart Day.
Oh, it is. I didn't see that on the list. Nice.
It wasn't on this list, but it's Purple Heart Day.
No worries. It's important.
Yes. Well, joining us now from the city of Yuma, we have interim city administrator Jay Simonton with us. Good morning, Jay.
Good morning.
Well, there's some road projects going on.
We have a lot of work. A lot of work going on.
So the reason I wanted to, you're welcome anytime because you always have a variety of things happening in the city of Yuma, but I'd reached out to your department because someone called me and said, I'm concerned because there's road work on 3E, 4E, 5E, and the possibility of lanes narrowing or traffic restrictions on 6E with the East Mesa Park over there. And she's like, how do people get out if they need to go somewhere? So I go, well, let me contact the city and find out because some of them are going to be wrapping up soon or moving on to a different phase.
Yeah, the sewer work on 5E is just on the south side of 32nd Street, just about wrapped up. And they'll be on the north side of 32nd Street for a few more months as they wrap up that project. 4E was impacted by the Amazon warehouse that's coming to town. That's actually a private project. It's not a city project, but they had to extend utilities to service that project. And then, unfortunately, we've got the landscaping project on 3E under construction right now. That was a project that was supposed to have happened about a year ago, but we had some, as cost increased, we were under budget, or we're over budget on that when we first bid it. So we rebid it, and it's under construction right now.
Where on 3E, where is that taking place?
That is the median between the Marine Base all the way up to 32nd Street, and then we're also improving the landscaping in the median on 32nd Street all the way from 3E to Arizona Avenue. So that project's going to be ongoing for several months. And then we've got intermittent work on 6E there by the East Mesa Park that's under construction right now. So, and then later this fall, we're going to actually have to close down 4E again for another sewer extension. That extension will run from 36th Street all the way to the railroad tracks north, all the way to the railroad.
Okay, but on the north side.
Yes. And when we get to 32nd Street, we'll make sure that we don't impact that intersection. All that'll be they'll do the sewer line, like they'll bore the line, so we won't have to impact the traffic on 32nd Street. The east side of community is just growing so fast. We've got a lot of work to try to catch up and keep up with that growth.
And that's the thing. I've lived out there. My husband and I just had this conversation last night. We live off 60 and we moved there in 2009. So here we are 16 years later. So much out past us further between where we're at and even the very end of the eastern city limits. Just an explosion of population in the last 10 years alone. Yeah,
I mean, we were talking before this came on the air, just how, you used to drive past Araby Road and you really wouldn't see much until you got to Fortuna. And, with the where the Walmart is, the 80, all those subdivisions out on the Southeast Mesa, it's
filled in.
It's filled in, and we're trying to catch up to that growth. It happens in a lot of rapidly growing communities. That the houses come first, and then the cities have to play catch up a little bit to catch up to that. So with the infrastructure, so we're making improvements. We've actually got a roadway 40th Street is under construction. People may not realize that, but 40th Street, we're making a connection to 70. We built a bridge across the canal a year or so ago, and now we're extending that roadway. So that'll take some stress off of the intersection at 80 and 32nd Street. I know we've gotten a lot of complaints, and we've had a lot of accidents. We had to modify the entrance there to Walmart several months ago because of the number of accidents that we're having.
And again, a lot of those accidents can be avoided just to slow down and take your time where you're getting. Sometimes it is the infrastructure, and you guys take a look at that and you're like, okay, this needs to be fixed. But again, in order to fix it and make it a little bit more smooth, there's going to be some construction and a minor inconvenience. But slow down, take your time. There is other exits. There's entrances.
Yeah, we'll always make sure you have access to the lady that called in was concerned about how to get in and out. We'll always make sure that it may not be the direct route or the straight route that you're normal and used to, but we'll always make sure there are access points so you can get into and from your residence, or public safety can access your home or business if needed. So we'll always make sure that it just might be a little inconvenient.
I was going to say it may not be the most convenient, right. But again, it's for a short period of time.
It is.
And that's why too, with school back in session now, we emphasize leaving earlier, even if it's 5 minutes earlier. And I know it can be difficult, especially if you have several people, you're little humans, you're trying to get ready in the morning. Those extra minutes can make a difference, but we want everyone to get safely to their destination. Same applies when you're traveling in any of those areas where there's construction. Some people will say, well, I didn't know there was construction. There are city road reports that come out each week, and it's not any proprietary information that only I have. You can subscribe.
Oh, yeah.
Right,
If
yes.
you go to yumaaz.gov, you can sign up for their news releases, and they generally send those out on Thursday or Friday and provide the update. And it's not just the city projects. They get some info from county and other municipalities that might impact travel overall for people throughout the Yuma area.
Yeah, like a private business, like again, connecting to utilities or things like that where they have a road closure. We try to capture all of that stuff in that report. So it's not just city projects that we try to capture.
And we were just talking last week, I think it was Teresa and I with another coworker here, about the growth in the large metro areas. We used to have some of the outer lying areas, and Buckeye was kind of outer lying. That's all grown together. In Tucson the same way. You have how things have really filled in between Tucson and Marana, even a little further out too. Kimmy says the foothills is eventually just going to merge into one big Yuma. That's kind of what the growth that we're seeing.
It is, and that's exactly what our most rapidly growing area is the Southeast Mesa. They're behind the Walmart and all that. We're going to continue to see growth in that area for several more years. We're spending over $100 million to upgrade or expand our wastewater plant out there to accommodate that growth. So we try to do our best with our planning. Sometimes the growth outpaces what we plan, or the cost of infrastructure. We went through the COVID period, and then we had this rapid expansion of inflation. We may have had a roadway plan to accommodate this, but because of inflation, we had to delay that road a year or two because we had to have the revenues to pay for that roadway. So I promise we're trying to catch up, and we're doing the best we can, and with the resources that we have, and we just ask the motorists to be patient with us.
That's the important thing. Now, you mentioned the traffic control. You guys made some adjustments near Walmart off 8E and 32nd Street there. And that started in February, and it was anticipated, it'll go through about the end of March. It's still there because it's been proven successful. We have, we've still had some accidents there, but I see people at even times of day when it's not very busy out there. It's the free-for-all, it seems. People are not paying attention. They have zero patience, and they don't want to have to wait for another light. And I see that kind of on a frequent basis when I am out in that area. Again, that responsibility comes back to us as the drivers.
Yes, and I mentioned that project on 40th Street. We hope it should alleviate some of that stress at the 80 intersection, because traffic, residents that live out there will actually be able to take 40th Street over to 70 and access 32nd Street. So hopefully that'll divide up some of that congestion. I mean, we're still always going to have some of the congestion because of the Walmart, the shopping commercial area there. But the residential people that live behind that Walmart will now have an option to go over to 70 and not have to deal with that busy intersection.
They'll punch out at 70 because it can't go all the way straight through. We have the area service highway right there to go to Araby, right?
We're in discussions with ADOT about extending 40th Street all the way across to Araby Road, putting a signal there at Araby Road, and extending it all the way to 60. So that again will provide another opportunity, especially if you work at the Marine Base. We have a lot of people on the east side of town that work at the Marine Base. That will make a direct connection to your work.
And again, it's all these collaborations that are working together to make it a little bit easier for the citizens of Yuma, and it's Yuma County. I mean, again, you're going to have to work with Yuma County to make all these things work.
Yeah, we're working with jurisdiction. Yuma County, the 40th Street project is a great example. That eventually that plan is to have 40th Street connect all the way to Foothills Boulevard.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Well, not Foothills, but Fortuna.
Fortuna.
No, actually it does go to Foothills.
Yeah, Fortuna
Foothills
goes straight through.
all the way to 3E, and but that's coordination with the county because there's several miles of that roadway that are in county jurisdiction. So our engineering folks are working, collaboratively with their staff to make this project happen. So that will be a big reliever of traffic on not just 32nd Street and the frontage roads, but also Interstate 8. So we're looking at all of that when we're master planning all this.
When you can help just alleviate some of the pressure on one particular artery, that obviously makes things easier, kind of spread it out a little bit. Now, one area, and I don't know jurisdiction-wise if this is county or city, but I see it pop up so often because, as far as the comments go, and that is County 14 and 4E. There is a stop there, north-south traffic stops, east-west doesn't, and people have said it's because we have the light at 3E and another light at 5E, that they don't want one in the middle. But I'm like, is that county? Because you fall into weird jurisdiction spots.
That would be the county. That you said it's County 14th. Yeah, that's south of our city limits. But that doesn't seem to make sense to me. That
and it's a scary intersection. When you go through it, you kind of slow down a little. As a driver, because I am who I am, we slow down because it's like, are they going to stop? Are they going to stop?
I go down that every day, and I travel at times of the morning when it's not busy, but there is already ag traffic out there. And that's the big thing. A lot of people tend to get frustrated because of the ag traffic on that and many of the other heavily traveled county roads like that. So they make poor choices. And as soon as they can get around it, I've had people pass on a double line going uphill, and I'm coming the other way, and I'm like, ah.
Yeah, I'm sure the county's looking at that, probably installing a signal there.
Okay.
You try to have, especially on those roads, you want to try to have a signal every mile or every half a mile. So that might just be one. Maybe it's in their planning stage to add it. It's a future date, but that's something you'd have to ask the county.
But in this, again, it's important to kind of note too, the city and the counties are doing what they can to kind of make your commute a little easier, but you need to do your part too, to driving safely, slow down, giving yourself these time. We cannot stress that enough, because they can make it, now we have a straight shot, doesn't mean you can go over the speed limit and use that as your own speedway. Again, that will cause issues, and that will cause others to get hurt because you're not driving safely. So as citizens too, we have to do our part.
And Brian said the intersection coming out of the Marine base into the mall and the 3E and 40th turn is horrible. He travels that daily. And I'm like, we have a lot of spots of that. Certain times a day, they're just very difficult, and we don't have a whole bunch of alternative routes to use based on where they're located. Yeah,
the main entrance to the Marine base and how its proximity to 40th Street has always been problematic. It would be nice if they lined up. Mm-hmm. But you've got these offset intersections, and they're both very busy, especially during ag season. That can be really, really a problem. That one's a tough one to deal with, and we try to do the best we can, but that one, because of that intersection, the entrance to the base, it's very problematic.
Yeah, very true. All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with Jay Simonton after this on Today in Yuma. The show is brought to you by Pima Federal Credit Union. We encourage you to stop by their branch today at 454 West Catalina Drive. They can work with you if you'd like to upgrade your banking with them. You can experience free dividend earning checking that offers loan discounts, increased savings rates, early direct deposit, and more at Pima Federal Credit Union.
And the Broken Yolk Cafe, they are open Monday through Friday, 7 to 2 with happy hour from noon to 2. Saturday and Sunday, they are open until 3. If you are headed on over, make sure you download the app. Not only can you join the wait list, but you can also join the awesome rewards program at the Broken Yolk.
And Allo has high-speed internet personalized for your life. No matter what stage of life you're in, they'll help you find a way to tailor your service to your needs. Find out more by visiting allofiber.com or stop by their office in the Big Curve Shopping Center. We'll be back after the break on Z93 and Outlaw Country. Kimmy, it's not the Yuma Palms Mall on 16th. It's the mall the shopping center located across from the base that I believe Brian is referencing.
Yeah, Alarcon. I think it's called Alarcon.
Alarcon Plaza.
Yeah.
Hi, Alyssa. Hi, Lora. Oh, is she?
Just call ticketsportsbar.com or come by either at the or the airport location.
Hello.
Hi.
Good to see you.
Also deliver beer, including our mouth-watering Chabelas. It's on at Airways.
Yep,
Yeah,
he
that
said the entrance to Alarcon.
That base area is so hard because there is really not, there's really not an alternative
40th?
because of the base and the airport.
40th almost sneaks up on you if you're not familiar with the area. Sometimes if to get home, we might take that route. If the others are under construction, it just, when school starts, we get that long delay in the afternoon. So we would take that. I'm like, well, that didn't seem like a smart choice. But all of a sudden, you're just right there. And I think if people aren't familiar with that, they might overshoot it. And that's why we do tend to have some, situations right there.
Yeah.
The Marines are looking at relocating the main gate off of County 13. Okay. So they would move it around the corner.
Is that the access area they use for the air show?
I believe so.
Yeah.
They're looking at alternatives to relocate because it's pretty problematic for them. It's for security reasons.
Oh,
There's
yeah,
a lot of
I
reasons.
see that.
They don't want that, right next to. They want that a little bit further away. So they're looking at that, but that's probably several years down the road before they do it.
Ben says the problem with 4E in County 14 is there's citrus groves and a white fence that blocks visibility to westbound traffic.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, I've driven that intersection many times. I know the concerns. And isn't the canal a little bit elevated there, so your visibility is not the best either?
I think
believe.
so. Or am I thinking 5E or no? It's 4E. Yeah.
Yeah, it is problematic.
I don't go out there often, but like when we were going to pick, my cousin lives out there, and we were going out there to look at a puppy and stuff, and we went out there a couple times. I'm just like, oh, it's changed so much.
Cindy, we're going to come back from a break in just a second. We'll ask that.
Yeah, we got about 45 seconds. So I'm glad. I mean, I venture out into usually only on the weekends. I go to the bank, but other than that, I stay in this area. My son goes to Yuma High. Ollie's across the street. My mother-in-law's over here. It's like, yeah, we just stay over here.
Right. Unless you work, a lot of people just stay in their little.
And the only time we go to the foothills is to go to Baskin Robbins.
If she'll leave for the day to go to the bank, but we generally don't leave for lunch because we don't want to have to fight crowds.
Oh, yeah,
and I try to go early. I usually try to go right after the show. So for one, the heat, but two, it's quicker. I don't go around lunchtime because then you're gone an extra 20 minutes because of traffic. I know people in California are probably like 20 minutes.
And our visitors aren't even here yet. So
I know.
I know.
All right, here we go.
Welcome back to Today in Yuma. I'm Jennifer.
And I'm Teresa.
Interim City of Yuma Administrator Jay Simonton is with us this morning. Now, Jay, we have a question from Cindy, or a comment. She goes, please don't forget about us in the city. I live in Rancho Sereno and wondering what's up with our streets in the neighborhood. I've lived here 35 years and the streets are looking like an alligator with patches.
Yeah, that's probably Rancho Sereno. It is actually scheduled for a slurry seal this fall. If a lot of people may have seen some work we out there. We do prior to the slurry seal. Our public works guys are out there crack sealing and grinding the edges of the roadways, getting it ready. So the roadways are going to look much better after we've applied that slurry seal. And we do that twice a year. We have a fall schedule and then we have a spring schedule. It's the slurry is very temperature sensitive. So that slurry seal program will start October timeframe.
We get those again when we have nice weather, spring and fall.
Yep.
Well, why did they do that now with so much traffic? Again, it's temperature sensitive.
It is. Slurry is we want to do that when it's just about optimal temperature, not too cool, but not too hot.
All right, and that's the sealant and fog seal, a variety of different things. And again, that is often included in the road report. There are still a few things that listed right now, even this time of year. It might be sidewalk repairs.
There is a lot of sidewalk repairs. I noticed they've been out. And I know off of 3rd Street. But again, our heat is no joke. There's a reason why things are done at a certain time of year. And you can guarantee the slurry seal and all that stuff happens every year at the same time. But I noticed, of course, because we're on our bikes so much, the heat does a number on our concrete. And it's nice to see the crews out there. They, like I said, they were on 3rd Street. I want to say yesterday. I saw them yesterday.
Yeah, our public works guys are amazing. They respond to those very, very quickly because they are a hazard to our
when they
citizens.
start to buckle, absolutely.
The heat causes
they buckle.
And we encourage you to use our C-Click Fix app. You send us that we get a work order in right away, and we usually we'll definitely cone it off to make it visible, and then we're on it within the next couple of days to
someone
replace those.
Had reached out to me a few weeks ago, and there was a sprinkler. I don't think it was a broken sprinkler. The sprinklers, like the timer was broken out at the Ocotillo Park off 40th. And she messaged me on Tuesday and said, been going off since Saturday. Said she'd called people at the city, and I went ahead and I put a request in myself through the Click and Fix app and shared that resource with her as well, because there's still a lot of people that don't know that it's there. I said this will go to those departments that it's pertinent to, so they can get to acting on it quickly.
And it's an amazing tool to use. I mean, I have it. I know that our family, and even we are at a lot of parks. We're at a lot of different areas, and there's times where it needs immediate attention, and there's usually somebody around for emergency situations. And literally, even if it's after hours, somebody will come quickly and take care, especially if it's an emergency situation. I always tell people, if you say, do you have the Click and Fix app? Because literally you get a response. And if it's not emergent, you'll see them out there the next day, like literally taking care of it.
And if you do register and have information, you can get follow-ups on the process or the progress of the work that's taking place. So I don't want to waste water in this climate. I don't want water to be running for 3 or 4 days. And if people don't, the individuals who are responsible for repairing or addressing that don't know about it. So and I know this person said that they'd made calls, but where were you calling to?
Yeah, unfortunately, we're a large organization, and they may have just not gotten transferred, or may have not known who to talk to. So if it's a retention basin, that could be one of 2 departments. That could be Public Works, or that could be Parks. If it went to the wrong department, that department may have not afforded information over in a timely manner. But if you send it on the app, it automatically will know based on your location. It will automatically know which department to send that to. So it's
That's
a very
awesome.
efficient way to do it.
No,
So
that's a
we
great
encourage
resource.
people to use that.
Download that to your device. It is, Teresa's used it. I've used it for
multiple
a couple
times. Yeah, multiple times.
And Cindy has another comment about Rancho Sereno. She goes, no, we don't want a bandage, but a fix.
Unfortunately, the slurry seal. The slurry seals the products that we apply today are much better than they were a few years ago. The technology and the materials have gotten much better. The new slurry seal will probably last 5 to 10 years.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and I can vouch for that, because ours was done I think 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago, and it looks like a brand new road. Still looks like a brand new road. And my street is a pretty well-traveled street. It's not a main through street or anything like that, but it's very well-traveled. And at first too, we thought the same thing. It's like, there is things, but the stuff that you guys use, it looks like a brand new road again.
Yeah, like I said, we've transitioned to the newer material just because we need to try to make our roads last as long as we can. It's very, very expensive to replace all the asphalt, all of that. So the sealants that we can apply help extend that and extend the money that we have for these roadways.
And time consuming. Remember when they were, not too long ago, when they were pulling up Avenue B and fixing or working on that entire stretch where they were putting new sewer line, maybe? Trying to keep all my projects straight. That may have been like a year and a half ago, but it seems...
But it's a huge project when they actually tear everything up.
Yeah. She said the asphalt is coming up and won't adhere like last time. What is the life of a road? And it's...
Typically, a residential street, you hope to get 30 to 40 years out of the pavement. Your major arterials, where heavily traveled, like Avenue B, like you just mentioned, 20 to 25 years before you have to replace the asphalt. But our heat takes a toll on asphalt roads.
And all the truck
degrades
traffic.
them. Yes.
Varying factors come into play for that. Well, just a few more minutes here. What else would you like to address? Sorry about that fly.
I know.
We got
I
a fly
might keep. He
flying around.
left me and went over there.
Just one fly. No, I just encourage, if you do see construction, we're talking roadways today. If you do see construction, please slow down. It's for the safety of the people out there working too, as well, right? I've been on a number of construction sites over my career, and I've just seen people fly through a construction zone, and that's just, it's unsafe for the motorists, but very unsafe for the people working. And we just be patient with us. We will get these projects complete, but progress takes time, right? And so just to be patient with us, and we'll get these things addressed, I promise.
All right. And if you have any questions, comments, thoughts, or concerns for Jay, you can always reach out to his office too.
Sure.
Yes.
Find
Anytime.
Contact info on the city's website at yumaaz.gov. Look for that administrator tab.
Yes.
Well, thank you for taking
Thank
time
you.
to come down and chat roads
Yeah, I
with us.
appreciate the invitation.
All right, we're going to take our Village Inn Pizza Parlor selfie and maybe get rid of this fly.
Oh, it's gonna be
You're
gone.
on Today in Yuma. This show is brought to you by FanQuest Comics and Games. I think we're going to have some new goodies in our Cat Shirt Friday giveaway tomorrow
Awesome.
from FanQuest, Yuma's premier comic book and game store. Stop by 850 West 32nd Street, Suite number 1.
And Brewers Restaurant and Sports Bar is your go-to get-together spot. Cheer on your favorite teams with an ice-cold beer, great food, and 2 locations open for your convenience. That airport location opens early for breakfast, and they have free validated parking at Brewers.
Today is Thursday, and that means ladies shoot for free
That's
at
right.
Sprague's. If you've been thinking about trying something new or you need to brush up on your shooting skills, Thursday is your day. Shoot for free from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. today at Sprague's on 32nd Street next to Lowe's. We'll be back after the break on Z93 and Outlaw Country. Brian had another question. Why don't they reverse the signs when there's nobody working in the area? I don't know. Like if they're...
I'm like, well, maybe there's potholes.
Yeah,
And
maybe if you need to go slow for a reason. I don't know.
I'm not quite sure I understand this question.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Brian, elaborate. Send me a little more info.
For 20% off all clothing, footwear,
Yeah,
and
sure.
home
All the
accessories
chatty ones.
from your favorite brands like Carhartt, Wrangler,
They got
Ariat,
friends.
and Georgia Booth. Then browse the rest of Cal
Right over
Ranch
here.
for 10% off everything else. Grab all your fall hunting and camping gear with savings on
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
We'll see you later.
Oasis with power tools, hand tools, grills, and smokers for less. And replenish your animal feed and pet food, plus more for 10% off. Whatever your next project or adventure is, Cal Ranch is here to help for up to 20% off this Saturday.
And heels, because she's usually wearing heels. And we need the heels, too.
See you August 9th for store-wide deals at Cal Ranch.
As temperatures rise, many of us are drawn to the cool waters of our rivers and lakes. Remember, safety comes first. This summer safety tip is brought to you by
She's
Local
avoiding.
Jean Fire
You're
Rental.
good. You're
Our
good.
rivers
Have a
and
seat in the
lakes are
corner,
living
Laura.
Bodies of water. Conditions can change rapidly. Before heading out for a day of fun in the sun, make sure to check
Nice
the
to
weather
see
forecast.
you.
Conditions. Always wear a life jacket when boating or participating
Is she
in
coming
water
in?
sports.
Yeah.
And never swim alone. For your party, jumpers, slides, tents,
No,
tables,
not
and more.
Alyssa.
Follow
No,
Local Jean
I know.
Party Rentals on Facebook.
The two of them.
Whitehead's Tire Pros have been serving Arizona for over 20 years.
Like I know.
It's heating
Yeah,
up to
I
get your
know.
vehicles and watercrafts ready
Hello, is
for
anyone
summer.
sitting here?
Make sure your
Your purse?
tires,
Okay,
brakes,
perfect.
and bearings are
That was going to be your
We
chair,
also
but
do kindness, loyalty,
I
I
know.
get to sit in the second chair.
We're down to two.
Just you and me.
I know you're so. Both of you are so nervous. You've never really.
I've never been in front of a mic.
I don't talk
Look,
often.
I worked for the radio station when I had to do reel to reel and do it
Yes.
myself,
Yeah.
record all my own stuff,
we-
write our own stuff and record our own stuff and go in and do the reel to reel.
We still have the reel-to-reels in the back, and it's funny because some of it is. It's weird even thinking.
I want to
or
pull it out just to watch Jennifer use it.
Thinking that the '90s. You
Yeah,
know,
well, I
because we
worked
already
there
had
in-
CDs and stuff, but.
No,
felt
it was
so
the 90s.
advanced.
It was
Yeah.
the late 80s when I worked there. The end of the when I first came back when we came back from Germany.
I was little.
Farrah says, hi, Mom.
Oh, yeah, she said she was going to be listening.
She is.
Oh, hi, Farrah.
Yeah, your sister's here, too.
Oh, hi, Alyssa.
Hey.
All right, here we go.
Phone lines are open. Give Jennifer and Teresa a call at 782-421.
Here we go.
Welcome back to Today in Yuma. I'm Jennifer.
And I'm Teresa.
We have a legend in the studio.
That's
You
you.
won.
Like, why are you looking at me?
The legend and the offspring of the legend. Laura Dana is joining us this morning, and her beautiful daughter, who does wonderful things for us here at the station.
she does.
Alyssa O'Donnell is here with her too. Good morning, ladies. Good
Good morning.
Now we are here. Oh, by the way, Farrah is chiming in. Hi, Alyssa. Hi, Mom. Oh, hi. So,
Now I feel better.
now, Farrah's not able to be here, but Alyssa will be acting on her behalf.
Yes.
I'm the understudy, the stand-in.
You're the younger sister.
Your younger
yes?
sister. That's what
Yes.
happens.
Yep.
So-
That's me.
Well, we have you here because we're going to be talking about the Infinite Era is soon coming to a close.
Yep.
And it was sad to hear about Country Club RV, but you guys have been doing it for quite some time now. I think Laura deserves to retire.
Yeah, I do too.
We've tried to force her, and we're like, it's
For
time.
years, right?
Yeah, when you work so hard
Yeah.
to enjoy the hard work.
So we
So
started in 1990 with Honda and Mitsubishi. So it's been
it's been
and
my
we had
whole
that
life.
20
It's
a little
weird.
over 20 years, then tried to kind of retire, and Brent got bored and
And then
opened up an RV
Yes.
place.
So Country Club Honda, was that the first one? And then Dana
Well,
Mitsubishi?
And then Dana Mitsubishi,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah, Brent years and years ago, before we were married, had Dana Pontiac Buick
Okay.
down on Orange
wow.
Avenue.
And then we had the chapters of Suzuki, of
Yeah.
different. I can't even remember. Yeah.
Because
You were little.
Yeah.
She was little. She was still in school.
I just remember answering the phones, and it was the longest introduction when we were Mitsubishi. It was, good morning, Country Club Honda Dana Mitsubishi. This is Alyssa. How can I help you? And it was like,
It's things you don't forget, right?
and most callers would immediately complain and
That was-
say, I don't even understand what you're saying. What did you say? I'm like, I'm sorry.
But did you ever get, you sound too happy? I get that sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh, we get that a lot.
Yeah. How dare you not be miserable?
I can't,
I know, it's
can't
like-
please everyone. Or what are you so happy
I don't
about?
think miserable
happy.
is what you do on the radio or on the phone, either one.
Well,
Sometimes it's fun, but not always.
Farrah says Country Club Honda, Mitsubishi, Suzuki, Daewoo.
Daewoo,
Yeah,
that was the
Daewoo.
other one. Yeah. Oh, we had motorcycles for a little while
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Oh my goodness. And
Those were nice.
Brian said he worked there. He sold cars. So,
Well, there we go.
Yes.
see, a lot of people may have had their first jobs or.
Oh, we employed a lot of people. I still see people that, well, oh, I worked for you. And I'm like, oh, yeah. And I'm like,
a lot,
no
lot
idea.
Of, lot of people going back,
Well, a lot of-
35 plus years.
yeah, and salesmen that were there for a few months, and then they go to the next car dealership and they make the circle.
And they're all just like one big happy family of salesmen, and
Yeah.
they, every dealership, everyone knows each other, and then
Right.
and then Brent would adopt them like family. And
We have a few that are still like
care
my
of-
adopted sons.
Yeah.
I love it.
And
That
see,
worked for us forever.
when I first discovered that in Yuma, because my father-in-law was a mechanic and he'd worked at many of the different dealerships
Right.
around the community during his career. But I'm from a smaller town, and I grew up. My parents worked for Chrysler. My dad was there 27 years. My
Oh,
mom
wow.
was still there about 15. So
everybody.
I grew up in a dealership too.
Yes.
Like the smell of the service department and the
Yes.
parts department, things like that. When I walk into dealerships, it takes me back to 8 years old.
Yes.
But it was very divided because my uncle worked for Ford.
Oh,
Okay.
No, yeah, So to find
Yeah.
out that all these people here knew each other and liked each other was so weird,
Yeah.
yet
Yeah.
refreshing.
Well, and it's sad now, not to get off the subject, but there's only one dealership left that's locally owned is Alexander. The rest are all now corporate stores. So it's kind of sad to see that happen too.
Yeah, with growth.
Kimmy said her dad bought his '94 Accord, brand spanking new from Lora Dana.
Nice.
Still had plastic on the seats. Love that dealership.
That's one thing I love about Yuma. I mean, you like you said, we have a legend. We have a legend in the studio. It's because you have been a part of this community for so long, and so many core memories are linked to buying your
Well,
first
and part of it
car
was I
and-
did, the dealership. Then I did all the TV commercials.
Did.
and radio.
Mattress.
The stack
did.
of
Well, I
mattresses
had a-
was my absolute favorite when I was a kid, and I got that's my mom on top of
Well,
those
that was
mattresses.
for a different business.
Yes,
I know,
but
it was-
still,
Yeah.
but still.
Jewelry and it was nice. And the other kids would torture me. I remember one kid thought that's not your mom, or he kept telling me that's not your mom. He was so mean to me about it. And it was elementary school, and we had lunch where your parents come in, and my mom came in that day, and he was just like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what
That's
is
so
the big
funny.
deal? Like, why do you? It was
They
so
would see her on
odd.
TV,
Yeah.
and kids connect
That's
that
funny.
with celebrity.
I guess I was
Yeah.
using it to, or the little girl who thought you were, she said, Mom, she's behind us. She's about 3 or 4. Mom, is that the lady on TV? And her mom shushes her. It was the cutest thing. And then she looks over at my mom and she goes, are you the lady on TV? And my mom goes, yeah, oh yeah, that's me. And we're just like giggling. And the little girl goes, I've never met a movie star. It was the sweetest thing I've ever seen. I'm like, you know what? In a 3-year-old's mind and through their eyes, though, like
Yeah.
that's what they see. And,
Okay,
great.
we need to hear your slogan.
We should have did it in the intro.
I know your slogan, Laura.
Oh, my slogan. Hi, I'm Lora Dana.
Yeah.
say it like you mean it.
And now let's hear Alyssa say that same thing. Though.
Her name or my name?
No, your
Your
name.
name.
Hi, I'm Alyssa O'Donnell. The problem with saying I'm before my name, it sounds like I'm saying Melissa.
Yeah.
And my name's not Melissa, it's Alyssa. So I have to always I'm
Pause.
Alyssa.
Like
Robot.
you forgot your name.
I just have to say my name's Alyssa.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
That's
That
me.
works.
I don't know.
Brian says your mom's beautiful.
Aw.
They're both beautiful, inside and out.
Yes.
The entire
Very
family.
sweet.
Well, again, things are wrapping up. Is there something special happening this weekend?
Yeah, well, started today. This
Okay.
morning at 7 was viewing, and then auction started at 8.
Okay.
And it will go probably till 1 or 2 today, depending on the heat. And then tomorrow, same thing, viewing at 7, and then auction starts at 8. I think tomorrow they're going to focus on inside the building, which will be a lot of desks and chairs and office supplies and computer
equipment.
screens, office equipment, cabinets.
Printers, monitors, TVs.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
Saturday they will auction. Same thing. Start the auction at 8:00, and it will be the big items. It will be the lifts and the.
So is there different
Service
things
department.
each day?
Yeah, kind of a different.
Okay.
There's so much that
Okay.
they've kind of broken it, and they
Large
can't
areas.
go a long day because of the heat. You know, when they're outside, it's just like everybody will.
Well, and
Heel over and die.
it's really
Yeah.
really hot this
We
week.
picked the best
so.
week.
We really did.
Extreme heat
Beautiful.
warning in effect through 8:00 Friday or November.
Yeah, and brought to you by Smart Auctions. I don't know how smart we were to pick these days, but we love
Well,
the
you have
smarts.
professionals assisting with the entire auction
Yes.
process.
Yes.
So, what are there RVs left? Or there?
There's
Toys
no.
left?
It's just basically parts in service department. Lots of parts, lifts for the RVs or for a car, generators. I mean, there's a little bit of everything. Anything you'd have to do with working on probably a vehicle or an RV is there.
Okay.
And parts is when it gets to RV, it's chairs, table. There's furniture that comes from
Yeah,
these
sometimes
RVs that
we
there's
have leftovers that people
been
take out.
swapped out or they didn't want something. So there is a little bit of everything.
And we have quite a bit in the inside the building also with offices, so with desks and
Yeah, lots of desks, chairs, furniture, things of that
So if
nature.
someone's setting an office up, it's a perfect chance.
Great
Yeah,
opportunity.
don't go waste your money on overpriced particle board. And
We all know how expensive that stuff is.
Yeah.
seriously,
And a good chair.
a good
and a
chair is
good chair
actually
is
like from
really-
the 80s and the 90s or even the 70s. They're solid.
Do you have forklifts and hitches?
We have, I think we have a forklift still. I'm
Okay.
not sure. We did have a forklift. I don't know about hitches. I would assume so.
Oh, well,
It's not my
that
expert.
was Farrah, that's why I said.
Oh, I guess.
So she's telling you, yes, there is forklifts and there is
and there are
hitches.
hitches.
Yes.
Okay, so I
we
do know that.
have forklifts and we have hitches. In case anyone was wondering.
The auction is at Country Club RV.
Yes.
What's the actual address? 'Cause
It's
off-
6651 Gila Ridge Road, which is on the corner by the roundabout of Araby and Gila Ridge Road.
Okay. All right. There you go. 6651. Thanks, Farrah. East Gila Ridge Road. Kimmy says we should have Lora Dana autograph furniture. Make it worth more.
Oh my gosh. Can we do some headshots?
Yeah.
We can make them old-fashioned glamour shots.
Oh my
I'm old
goodness.
now.
But we also
meet and
want to
greet.
give you a shout out because Farrah said so, and we agree with you. Shout out
'Cause
to
Farrah
Lora
said
for kicking cancer's butt again.
Yes,
Again. For the third time.
It's been a long year.
It
It's been a long 20 years.
But I'm glad that I mean, it's sad to see you go, but again, you've earned that retirement.
It's been a long time coming. And
Yeah.
We're trying to keep her by the pool.
Yes.
A little bit of shopping.
Yeah. Traveling a little, maybe.
She's a lunching lady. Is that what that's called?
Luncheon?
I stay busy.
Lunching
I
ladies?
have boards I'm on.
Yeah, actually, she
and
stays
stuff in
very
the
busy.
community,
She's always
so.
in a meeting.
Do you manage
So-
your schedule?
Yeah, I
don't
try to
know
not
if you
manage
could.
any schedule. I don't want to schedule. I try to avoid those.
We know this.
Yeah.
She does not do schedules.
I'm allergic, so I break out in
J-Worm
hives.
says if Laura signs some furniture, he's putting it up on eBay.
Yes, Jimmy.
Farrah says lots to celebrate.
Yes.
Absolutely. Again, a family very connected to the community. Laura serves on multiple boards. She loves animals. We know she
Yes.
loves
Yes.
animals.
Love-
I
loves
think that
animals.
part's hereditary for
Yes.
Alyssa.
Runs in the family.
as well. Does Farrah like animals too?
Oh yeah, they have
Yes.
3 dogs.
If she didn't, you probably wouldn't say it
She
publicly,
wouldn't be
right?
in our family. We'd have to do something.
Well, again, there's 3 opportunities. Today, if you get lucky, if you head out there right now, and then again tomorrow starting at 7 a.m. and again Saturday. Something different each
Yes.
day. So if there is something particular you're looking for, go check it out. You can see what's there. And then, again, but it's going to be up for option. Again, smart
Smart options.
Smarts
Yes,
are out
doing
there.
it.
So it'll be a
Yep.
good time.
And they do a great job. So.
No, and we just also, I know we only have a couple minutes left, but thank you to Yuma, to the community, being a smaller business and not being, in the big corporate and how things have grown, and with growth, comes that, but we appreciate the community. I wanted to make sure to mention that over the years, we really, really enjoyed supporting Bridget's Gift. Midnight at the Oasis was always my favorite. Kids at Home, Yuma
Hope.
Youth Hockey, or I'm
at
sorry, Kids at Hope. There's a
Not at
typo. I'm just reading words. I'm not paying attention. And Yuma Youth Hockey League. and we just appreciate the Yuma
We
community.
do. We've had such a wonderful experience with the people of Yuma, and
People support locally owned businesses,
They do.
and then they turn around and they support the
Yeah.
community too. Whether it's sponsorships of athletic teams,
Everything.
kids groups.
For those of you new businesses in Yuma, take notes because that is the biggest thing. When you give back to your community, our community gives back to you
yes,
in tenfold.
and we're all one family when it comes down to it.
It really is, and the
Chills.
longevity that your family has had within the businesses here. I mean, it just goes to show again, you give back and they give right back to you.
yeah, it's been a great ride.
So great that Lora was on my honeymoon. Yes. 31 years in October. Her and Brent were on. We did a cruise for our honeymoon. It
That's
was a
right.
station promotion, and they were along there with us. And
I love it.
Bob and Mary Seabury.
Yeah, there was
and
a-
the
Wow.
Houstons.
Houstons.
And, yeah. So
There was quite a few.
I remember all the
Yeah.
pictures from the cruises.
All Yuma legends.
Yeah.
They really are.
Wait,
Yeah.
it wasn't I can't think of his name. DJ, tall, long hair.
Little John.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, he was on. He had the curly hair at the time, and
Little
the,
John and Darla were on the cruise.
Okay, that you
it
mentioned
was a
them.
great. It was like
Such a good
like a
picture.
working cruise, since half my staff was with me.
That's so
Our
fun.
boss man Keith was there too. No,
Yep.
it was a great time. Mexican Riviera cruise.
Yeah, it was.
1994.
It was a lot of fun. I remember that
And
well. Have
I
great
know
memories.
I bring this up every time, and I'm so sorry, but Keith also played the piano at my biological dad.
Yes.
Brent is my dad, but I have another dad, and Keith played the piano at their wedding.
Really?
My mom and dad's wedding.
It's a small world.
That's,
I love it.
That's Yuma.
Yes.
Small town in the small
Our
world.
family. We'll head on over to Country Club RV the next couple days. You might be able to score some awesome finds there. Again, not cheap particle board.
No,
Right.
yeah.
And there
come
was a
get it.
sneak peek on your guys' social media, on your Facebook page.
Yes.
So there's a little sneak peek there. But again, auction started today, so take a look. What you see there might not be there tomorrow.
And if you go to smartauctions.com, they have a big listing of
Oh,
everything.
perfect.
Lots of pictures.
Perfect.
All
Well,
right.
thank you both so much for joining us.
Thank you for having
and
us.
thank you, Yuma.
And
Yes, thank you for all the years.
and thank
It's
you
great.
for just making Alyssa so wonderful.
Yes. We
We
absolutely
love
love
her.
her.
She's
We love
awesome.
her.
All right. There's been times I would have let you adopt her.
They kind of have.
Yeah.
I told them they left snacks out, so I kept coming back.
We're
So.
going to take our Village and Pizza Parlor selfie. We hope you join us tomorrow. Lots more fun stuff in store. Up next on Z93, it is the Bob and Sherry Show, followed by the 90s at noon with DJ Hector B. Maybe Jeff, maybe Alyssa. We don't know
We
who's going to
never
pop
know.
in. And Outlaw has your favorite classic country music. KCYK Yuma and KLJZ Yuma.